Hello, my name is Carolyn Hill, and I am a senior member of the Shooting Shamrocks 4-H Club. Today I'll be talking to you about feminism. This year, as I began college, I had the privilege of taking a gender studies class at college where we learned about societal standards, the LGBTQ plus community, and of course, feminism. Throughout history, there have been three definable waves of feminism in the United States. The first wave, which started in the mid-19th century and ended in 1920 with the passage of the 19th Amendment, focused on giving women the right to vote. The second wave, which started in the late 1960s and ended in the early 1970s, feminists broadened their view and worked to create better equality in the workplace, education, and at home, instead of just focusing on political issues. The third wave, which started in the United States and is arguably still happening because of the #MeToo movement, feminists are working to improve the lives of every woman, regardless of their race, ethnicity, class, and/or sexuality. Before taking this class, I will admit I was misled by the media and my community about what feminism really stands for. I thought that feminists burn bras and did not care for men, and I also thought that the purpose of feminism was to improve women's lives instead of everyone's lives. In actuality, feminism should be viewed as people, both male and female, who come together to create a world where gender identity is not used as a way to get ahead or discriminate. I always believed that sexism was an individual problem and did not realize that it is not, but actually the fault of a patriarchy that tells men that they should be the one to conquer and be the breadwinners in the family. I also did not realize how deeply embedded into the system patriarchal ideas were, and I did not care to try and help fix it. I will be honest, the main and first reason I took this class was because it just happened to catch my eye when I was with my counselor at the beginning of school year looking for classes to take. I thought it would be just a bunch of lectures and simple note-taking, but I was wrong. Through the films, discussions, articles, and books we read in class, I know now that I am, and always was, a true feminist. The first time a fact from this class hit me about the real world was when we started reading Chapter 1 of Gendered Lives, which is the assigned textbook for the class. When Gwen Kirk and Margot Akazawa Ray, who are the authors of the book, revealed what life was like for women only 150 years ago, I felt like I was struck by a lightning bolt. I knew about women not being able to vote until 1920, but I had no idea what it took to get there or to what extent women were treated as property beforehand. When I first read that women in the United States could not speak out about public issues, own their own property, divorce, or have custody of their own children, my blood boiled. It made me so grateful to realize that I at least live in a society where women have all those rights, plus more. The second time the truth of our society hit me during class was when I watched the movie Iron-Jawed Angels during the second week. When I heard about Alice Paul's adventure of getting arrested simply for holding a sign in front of the White House and going on a hunger strike in prison, which eventually led to her being force-fed through a tube stuck around her throat, I was outraged. Even if the scene was exaggerated for the film, I could never do what she did. I applaud her bravery and her willingness to go on a hunger strike in prison, even though my stomach turns every time I think of that scene where she was force-fed. It made me realize that these women deserve a place in school curriculum just as much as men like Martin Luther King Jr., Thomas Jefferson, or Napoleon. The most eye-opening piece of curriculum that I was given during class was, to me, obviously the book, Full Frontal Feminism by Jessica Valenti. The way she expressed herself in her writing, her bluntness and cursing, had me at first looking away because I was honestly terrified, but eventually made me look because I became intrigued. I laughed to myself every time she wanted to apologize for being so forward, because I realized that there's no other way to put it. Everyone deserves to be treated equally, and it is ridiculous that we think someone is below us based on who they are. The part of the book that I feel like most women could relate to was when she mentioned the purpose of weddings, both old and modern, was or is to pass the daughter from the dad to the husband, again like property. And when she says that there is a societal pressure for women to become mothers. The other part of her book that changed the way I saw the world was when she explained that men are suffering in this patriarchal system as much as women, because they feel that they have to become the perfect man, which is strong, masculine, emotionless, and dominating. It is very arguable that if we tap into our inner feminists, then both men and women will benefit. At the beginning of this course, when I wrote my first feminism essay, I was a naive girl who believed that our world could be changed if only people will listen. However, I now know that some people are not willing to listen, either because they think they already know what feminism is and they jump to conclusions, or they really do believe that women are beneath men. I am thankful that my eye caught this class instead of another on that fateful day, and I cannot wait to use my knowledge in the future to help create a better world for the children of today. As a future film director, I aim to spread the truth to anyone who's willing to open their mind and listen to the fact that we are in dire need of a world where no one is afraid to be themselves. Thank you for your time.